augered out of the fuel store this direction,
Yeah.
dropped through another auger and rammed into the bottom of the boiler by a third auger.
So this is the boiler itself?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the wood fuel then is pushed up into the combustion chamber, which is there.
Yep.
And then obviously fire is created in there, and everything above this level is the water jacket,
Yeah.
which is then heated with very high temperatures.
And the heat goes throughout all the plants I can see in the distance here.
Yeah, we heat 17,000 square metres of glass house with this.
Wow, 17,000 square meters.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And what sort of percentage savings on fuel have you made? I mean,
we reckon that the fuel cost is about 25% of oil.
oh wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
And so your payback time is what, 3 or 4 years?
We reckon 3 to 4 years.
That's great.
Yeah, it's significantly expensive from a capital point of view, but the fuel savings are quite significant.
Yeah.
So, but it worked very well. First season, quite happy.
Yeah.
You learn a lot about wood furnaces very, very quickly.
I bet you do.
Because they're totally different than fossil fuel furnaces, and the whole principle of them and the maintenance and everything about the thing is different. Sometimes a little more particular, whereas an oil boiler or a gas boiler, I mean, the fuel comes down the pipe and it burns and
that's the end of it. Yeah.
These things, there's a lot more systems on them, both mechanical and electrical, that are and do need to be maintained.
So, but is there an appreciable maintenance cost, or actually is that it's just part of the?
Well, we do our own maintenance here, and after having some training with Wood Energy, the installer, we haven't had too many things that we can do. More than anything, it's a daily. It's probably half an hour or an hour every day, just to de-ashing and cleaning and checking, and then.
But that seems reasonable enough to me.
Yeah, that's done in house.
Perfect.
And quite.
And you had about a day's training or a couple of days training?
Not even that, half a day.
Oh, that's perfect, isn't it? Yeah.
From the top of the tank, our system takes it off and distributes it around the nursery.
So in this tank, just to repeat, we've got 64,000 gallons. Litres, right, thank you, of water which is heated up to 90 degrees.
Ideally gets to 90 degrees. Realistically, 80, 85 is about as high as we can get it, because during the daytime the boiler is running to replenish the tank, but with the takeoff starting again as darkness falls in the winter time, we're actually depleting the tank before it's quite full normally.
And you start the heating process around November and through till March or something?
Ideally at the end of September, early October, but obviously climate dictates, and runs on until this year was the middle of April.
Oh, that's fine.
We were still getting cold nights in the springtime.
Yeah, well, we're not getting cold nights now, and it's now June. We're getting rainy nights now. Here is where the wood is.
Yeah.
And it just arrives on the back of a truck. Yeah. And it just sits here, and then what happens? You take it manually up to the...
No, it'll be
what?
It'll be taken to this point and put through a chipping machine into this building.
Yep.
You see here. There's roughly 600 tons of wood there, which is what we anticipate using this coming winter.
Jesus, yep.
So that's the supply. It needs to be sat there for 6 to 9 months to season, to dry enough to get it down to about 25-27% moisture content, which is what we're looking for as a maximum.
And there's 600 or 700 tons, which is in stock waiting to go. Okay.
I mean, that wood farm goes on back past the end of this building.
Right, gosh.
This building's our fuel store. Well, you can see with the wood chip on the sides, when it's full, it's completely full to the roof. At this time of the year, it's quite useful for storing
it's
other
just
stuff.
Storing like the tractors.
It's just a store.
Yeah,
but, the capacity of this store is roughly 300 tons, so we've got effectively two chipping exercises here. We'll chip first and to fill it, and then when that's depleted, chip again and use the rest of the fuel.
Yeah.
interestingly, as soon as we start to chip in October this year,
yes.
we'll be then bringing in more wood supplies for next
year.
So this area of wood supply will always be full, and the longer you can have it in stock and drying, the better quality heating you're going to get from your boiler.
Yeah,
a lot less problems with combustion.
And you don't have to worry about the moisture content when it's actually chipped and ready.
Oh yeah, it's got to be. It needs to be in the region of 25%.
25% moisture.
Yeah,
okay.
30 absolute tops.
All right. Okay.
So it's absolutely critical. In fact, probably the most critical thing is the moisture content of the wood chip.
All right. Okay. Thank you.